welcome back to Jack's Meat Shack. Today on the channel we're gonna brine a pork tenderloin and then smoke it on the Traeger 850 Timberline. I love brining food. It's a really good way of pumping that extra moisture into the meat, so when you cook it you don't end up with dry meat. Brine is really simple to make, and I'm going to show you how to make a really simple brine in the next few steps. So let's jump over and see how we make our brine. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and hit me up in the comments if you like to brine your meat too, and hit me up with your brine recipes. I'd love to know. Today we're going to make a really simple brine for a pork tenderloin. A good rule of thumb for any brine for any meat is 1 litre of water, 50 grams of salt and 50 grams of sugar. But instead of using sugar today, we're going to use maple syrup. And then we're going to add our aromatics, a teaspoon of chilies, red peppercorns and star anise. So the first thing you're going to do is pour your water into your saucepan. Then add your salt. Then your maple syrup. And let it come to a boil. Okay, so the water's starting to boil now. What we want to see is that salt dissolve. Then we're going to kill the power to the hob and add our aromatics and let this cool down to its cold, basically, because you don't want to put your meat into warm or tepid water. Our salt is now fully dissolved, so what we're going to do is turn the power off and add our aromatics. We're killing the power so we don't boil the flavour out of our chilli and our black peppercorns. We're now going to wait for our brine to come down to room temperature before we put our meat into it. You want to let this sit overnight, or as long as up to 3 days if you can, but overnight is fine. 1 hour before cooking, take your pork loin out of your brine and place it on a wire rack and pat it dry with a tea towel. Then you're going to return it to the fridge, because when cooking on a Traeger, it's best to put the meat on directly from the fridge, unlike most people who will say to you, let the meat come up to room temperature first. Nope, because you put it on a Traeger and it will be 3 degrees Celsius. This means it will cook from 3 degrees Celsius up until your finishing point of around 60 degrees Celsius, and it will have all that time to take on smoky flavour. Today we're cooking on the Traeger Timberline 850. We've got the grill at 160 degrees Celsius, so our pork tenderloin is going in on the middle rack, and we're going to leave it for around 30 minutes. So let's have a little recap. This is a brined pork tenderloin cooked on the Traeger Timberline 850, cooked at 160 degrees Celsius until we reach an internal temperature of 55 degrees Celsius. Then I've seared it on the Napoleon sizzle zone, and it's going to be amazing. Slice it nice and thin, and we're going to serve it for dinner with some flour tortillas. I'm going to have pork tenderloin wraps, and the missus is going to have a pork tenderloin salad. So there's plenty of different ways you can serve this up. And there we have it. Pork tenderloin, smoked, seared, served. Lovely. Check this out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again soon for some more cooking action. Bye-bye.